Perfect. All right. So watch out for on DIA if you want to enter. Watch out for this 461, 461.50s and change. We need this to break under the zone right here, yesterday's lows, which is around 461.32. If they can break down under, well, good for us. We can just enter, we can average up. If you haven't entered before, will be a nice area for you to enter as well. 461.30, keep an eye out. We will deal with it down the line. And when it comes to QQQ, I already discussed about this. This will be the only stock which you'll be watching for the first few minutes of the open. And the next one is got Oracle. Let's see, yesterday, did they bounce from the 20-day moving average? Let's see. Yes, they did. So watch out for 282s, yesterday's lows more or less, or yesterday's closing price, 282.76. If they cannot hold above it, most likely outcome we're going to see 260 soon. It doesn't have to be by today, but most likely outcome. But we need to see some sort of a reaction from the price here to the upside. That's going to be dependent on what the Nasdaq is going to do today, right? If the Nasdaq is not going to do good, Oracle ain't going to do much either. So something to keep in mind. Keep an eye out for QQQ when you're trading these types of big tech names like Oracle or Amazon or Nvidia or whatever it goes, right? So for now, for today, we're keeping that for SMH as usual. Like yesterday, we'll see if something shows up. And if they break under the 5-day moving average, which is currently sitting at around 321.76. So this blue line, which you see on the screen, that is the 5-day moving average which you're paying attention to. If they break down under, well, might enter some put options on this as well. We'll wait and see. This is for options, by the way. It's very rare. If you can trade short using shares, great. Put that. Put for TIA in the chat, please. It's where's the prices right now? It's at 460, I believe, right? 462 is where the DIA is at the moment. Let me just add it in here. All right, it's currently at 463. Pre-market is at 462.50. Well, what the put which I got was 460 puts expiring on November. That's what I got. So note that even if I'm wrong in this trade, which I will be most of the time, I won't lose more than 0.5% of my portfolio. If you're going to take the same trade, make sure your risk is controlled. And I'm watching for this potential pullback to get us towards this 450s to the downside. That is what I'm expecting. But for that to happen, a lot of things need to happen from a price standpoint. We need to first break under this 461.50. If they can break down under, then we got this 460, the 20-day moving average. We'll wait and see how it goes. We are expecting some sort of a pullback down the line into October, and it's just a position to monetize the same. These are just a starter's position for now. So once they break down under this 461.30s to 461.50s, we will average up and complete the same. And if they break under the 20-day moving average, we will add one more to complete our positions right over there. All right. So that's the plan. This will be for DIA. Starters are already in. The more the price works in our favor, we can add more. We're not technically averaging down on our positions. We will be averaging up on our positions as that position starts to make money. So we'll wait and see how it goes. So in this, right, let me remove the 20-day moving average. So we entered this one somewhere around here, around 461.70 is our entry price when they broke down under this trend line, right? So right now the price is trading at 462. Our stop losses are right here at 467. So the price did go down, go back up again, go down again, go back up again, but it didn't hit our stop losses. It didn't hit our profit taking target. So there's no reason to make any changes to the positions as of now. Leave the positions be that those are the starter positions like what we did with SMH yesterday. And once it starts working in our favor, once the selling gets amped up, once the sellers starts taking over the control, we can add more and complete our positions. And for now, starters, let it be. And once I average up, I'll let you guys know. Hopefully that happens when we are in live, not during Wednesdays or Thursdays. We'll wait and see how it goes. Maybe tomorrow it happens. There is this headlines for government shutdown looming in. Uncertainty, all right? So markets hates it. And as traders, we hate it too. We'll wait and see how the markets react to it. If the government shut down, well, we might see some sort of back and forth volatile session today and maybe tomorrow as well. We'll see. I'm expecting NQ to pull back a little to fill this gap today. The 5-day moving average is still declining. The momentum is still favoring the sellers as of now. We'll wait and see how it goes. For now, the trend is still up, but uncertainty is never a good thing. We'll see how it goes. And the next one we had on our watch list is Weibo. Since you're trading with a $5,000 account, we need to keep an eye out for these types of smaller names so we can take advantage of it down the line. There are one that we had the alert set yesterday at $15.76. If they can break above it, or once the alert go off, we can come back to this chart and decide if it's worth getting into or not. So the ticker symbol is BULL. Weibo is the company, and if they can get back over $15.70, we can look for an entry. And the next one was NBTS. What we're expecting it to do yesterday was to have some sort of a pullback before entering. So today, if they can pull back towards $6.78 and then recapture the VWAP, we can average up and complete our positions into today. We already have a small positions on this one as of now. Yesterday, they did gap up. There's a small gap opened right here, but if they can, as long as they hold the $6.70, I like it. We'll wait and see. Today might be a day to average up on this one. If the opportunity presents itself, we can take it. If not, we're going to wait until something shows up. Right. The next one is, let's see, Tesla. What did Tesla do? Yesterday it did give a nice VWAP-based trades on Tesla. Let's see. Let's go to the 2-minute time frame. They filled the gap yesterday and then continue to rally into the VWAP and continue to reject the VWAP. In case of Tesla, in case of a drawdown, I will be keeping an eye out for yesterday's lows at $439.50. If they break down under 434s, will be pretty quick. Those are the only two levels which I'm watching for to the downside. Yesterday's lows at 439.60. And if they break down under the 5-day moving average, right down here, 434.50 to 434.90 zones. Two levels to watch out for to the downside, and in case of a move to the upside, watch out for this gap to be filled at 443.30. And good morning, Mario. Please, what did you buy yesterday? Yesterday, we were shorting SMH. It was a day trade. We didn't buy anything for swing trading positions yesterday. So maybe today something shows up. We'll wait until something shows up, and then we'll deal with it down the line. So we're only focusing on that $5,000 accounts, right? So I don't want to risk anything holding overnight as of now. We're only doing shares on those accounts. If I take the options, if we average up on those DIA positions, I will let you guys know. If you haven't entered already, wait for them to break under 461.30. We can deal with it down the line. I got the 460 strike. On DIA for the puts, I got the 460 expiring on November. I got it a while back when the price was trading near 461s. Right now, it's still up. And if you haven't entered already, wait for them to break down, wait for the price to get under 461.30s before getting involved. Not right now. So technically, when I average up, that's when you'll be entering your new positions. So let's see, coin. I don't trade coin. I don't trade crypto. I don't trade crypto-based names. But if you're gonna take it today, let's take a look. Daily. 327. All right. Keep an eye out for this 327 zones to the downside. That's the AVWAP coming from yesterday. If they break down under, potential push down towards 320s, most likely outcome. There's a gap right over here at 317 to 311. Watch the VWAP today. And if they break under 330, which is 330 to 327 zones, most likely outcome, we're going to see this 320 to the downside if they cannot recover the VWAP and if the NASDAQ and S&P 500 continues to pull back alongside with it. Right. So I don't trade cryptos, but purely on a technical basis. So let's see. I'm thinking of shorting HUD. Why? It's in a strong uptrend, but if you're going to day trade it, great, works out. I don't see why not, but when it comes to swing trading, be a bit cautious. It's very easy to trade these names, like just mark the previous all-time highs, which is at 130s, correct? 130 is the previous all-time highs. Let's say the hood comes back down towards this level. It's going to be a nice entry. I will be looking for longs at 132 and change if they come back, if they pull back towards the zone. If they pull back towards 132 and start bouncing, it'll be a quick trade to the downside. So keep an eye out for this 132 zones in case of a pullback. But if they don't have to come back down here. If they just bounce from the VWAP and continue to start pushing higher, well, trade the VWAP. Just focus on the VWAP, wait for the first 5 minutes, let the price settle down, focus on the VWAP. And if they recover the VWAP after the first 5 minutes and never broke down under the VWAP, don't short it without any confirmation and then go against the trend. It's going to be a bit painful. Happy day, Mario. Happy day to you as well, Mia. I'm new to trading. If you have any videos, you can direct me to. Yes, I do. Let me share all of it. Just a minute. Should be having everything in a single session. All right, this one I will share the playlist which I made, and it'll be easier for you to direct yourself to down the line later. Let me see where it is. Do you want it right now, or let the markets settle down for a minute? The markets are gonna open. Let the market settle down for a minute, and then I will share the videos of resources. I got you. And this is the first technical analysis. There you go. Share playlist.
Good morning.
Good morning, Josh. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so let's get started. Q and Q bouncing from the VWAP overnight.
What time frame are you on, Mario?
This is 2 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Oh, come on, Q. Don't give me this opening drive to the downside so early. Testing the VWAP here. Let's see how it goes. God damn it. All right. Looks like we gotta wait for the first 5 minutes for the ORB before taking anything. Be a bit cautious here. This can get a little bit tricky because we are near that overnight AVWAP, which is also near that big fat round number of 24,800. I'm not in any positions yet. We'll wait for that first 5 minute candle to close because sometimes the first 5 minute candle will be closing under the AVWAP coming from the overnight session on NQ futures, or if you're trading QQQ, same goes, right? And then the next candle only recovers the same. So anchor the VWAP on QQQ for the first candle as well. We'll wait and see how it goes. Let the ORB set up, and then we can deal with it. Or let's just set some price alerts on DIA at around that 461.50 so that we will know, because we won't be paying attention to it until this level is broken to the downside. So might as well set an alert. If the alert goes off, we can just take the trade to the downside.
That would be averaging up on the puts.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
How's your health, man?
Doing okay. I just got back from a vacation on I was on the East Coast, so I took like a 6 hour flight, feeling pretty stiff, but I'm getting range back, just in a bit of pain. Otherwise, not too bad. Not too bad.
Back home already?
Yeah, back home in Vegas.
Perfect. All right, so we got 2 more minutes for the first 5 minute candle to close, and we'll see what happens. Tesla pulling back from yesterday's AVWAP. Nice. That's what I wanted QQQ to do, but It's making a new low here, looks like. And Q might tag the 5-day moving average here. We'll wait and see how it goes. No positions yet, being a bit patient to see how it works. Bull pulling back, NVTS pulling back. Nice, might set some price alerts on NVTS at this $6.80. If it gets there, it can look for a potential positioning down the line.
I didn't realize how many people are in here. You got a small army going.
Yeah, it usually will be just us 4 or us 5, right? So we got 100
Yeah.
today.
100, Jesus.
Yep. I set the cap right here, or else it would have been around 200, 250 and change. Don't want a lot of people in, at least for now. The secret source is out. Hold on a minute. These are the videos on the playlist. You can check it out later down the line. I believe I sent the playlist, or not the single video. Got 23 videos in here going over every single aspect. Looks like the opening drive trade is already done. Anyways, the first 5 minutes is done. As usual, mark the ORB highs and ORB lows. Usual stuff. There is the FOMC ABVAP right here at 24,748. So if they bounce from here and then come back down, this ABVAP is going to most likely break down. And the gap will be filled on QQQ at 596. Hopefully they give a bounce back and then sell off again. We'll see.
Mhm.
Alert set on DIA and alert set on Webull, alert set for NVTS. FIG, I'm not really interested. BLSH, way down under the IPO AVVAP, not interested as well. All right, getting the bounce. We'll see.
Mhm.
Maybe I'll go for 300 ticks for profit taking targets if they can reject the VWAP. If they tag the VWAP and if they pull down, it would be nice. Yeah, they said no. Can you look at SPY? Yeah, look, SPY should be looking exactly the same as QQQ. If the Qs are selling off, SPY should be selling off as well. Yep, they are.
Didn't break
Yes.
yesterday's lows yet
Mm-hmm.
on SPY.
Yep. So we have the 661s to the downside on SPY, and if I want to, I'm leaning short, but need a good entry, a decent entry at least. Bounce up on a decent entry. There we go. FMC VWAP is tagged on NQ, and QQQ is almost there as well. I'm okay waiting though. I just need like a 60, 70 point push. I'm much rather wait for a while and then enter the positions rather than rushing into it right now. Tesla is slumping as well. Oh, nice. Maybe perhaps we get this 434s to the downside. We'll see. Are we trading QQQ? Yeah, we're watching QQQ as usual for the first 30 minutes to see if something shows up. Then we can switch to individual names. We're not in any positions yet. Did you take the shot already, Josh?
I have not taken anything yet. No, I'm just looking at it because it's broken out of the orb, but I just wanted to see what it does around this AV WAP coming from FOMC in the lows because it's got a lot of lower wicks here.
Yep. It's a nasty candle. Need a bounce up,
Yeah.
and then we can just short it to the downside to maybe perhaps 547s.
Yeah, I'm watching this 740 for a bounce. 5 DMA on
Oh
Qs,
my.
FOMC.
Look at Hood, by the way.
Hood, did it just fucking explode?
Yep. Gap down and then just went
Oh my
absolutely
God.
crazy.
Oh
4%
my.
already. One of the main reasons why we don't short up trends. Right, so looking for like a positive reaction as of now from the too late for a call, then wait for the VWAP. Simple. They just rallied like almost 1 ATR at the open. So anchor the VWAP and let them pull back towards the VWAP, and then we can take it from there. Not a great entry if you're entering right here. Let them pull back a little bit. Let them settle down. Let them settle down maybe towards that 139s. That's where the VWAP is, this white line which you see on my screen. If they pull back towards the VWAP, find buys and start bouncing. You can take it from there. Don't FOMO into this right now. Wait the market. It's just been 10 minutes. They are going to come back. Bounce from the FOMC on QQQ. Let's see. Five-day moving average and this FOMC VWAP are at the exact same spot, by the way, around that 596.40s on QQQ.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Maybe a wick down towards 596 and then a pushback up would be nice.
I'm in one
yeah.
contract long.
How long here?
Yeah, just if they break back out of orb, I'll be out of it. I just think they just tagged my almost tagged the 740 zones. I was looking for a bounce.
Interested in long as they recover the VWAP, though, just waiting. Oh,
Mario, quick question. I'm
what's
sorry.
good, Freda? Go ahead.
Are you doing weekly contracts or do you do whatever the month?
Always 3 months out if I'm doing options. It doesn't matter if it's a day trade or
Even
a
for
swing trade.
Okay. Always 3 months out. Okay.
Yeah, because if I'm wrong, the last thing I want is like being wrong and losing like 60% or 70% of the contract's value in like a blink of an eye.
Okay.
Always
Thank
3 months out, at the money or almost like $2 in the money.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Mhm.
Oh, what's that news we have at 9 a.m.?
Yeah,
Consumer
we got one at
confidence
10.
jobs.
Yeah,
Okay, is that red folder or?
not really. Let's see what we got. Consumer content job openings. All right, well, that might move the markets. Maybe we'll see that little usual wicks. 10 a.m. EST. We got 15 more minutes for that. Hopefully, we'll get something before that time.
Good morning, Mario.
Good morning, Judy.
I'm interested in joining the $5,000 challenge. Is that going to be in this Zoom
Yeah,
call?
right here, right here, right here, right here. You
Oh,
don't have
is
to pay
this
anything
it?
extra. Yeah. You're in the right place. So what we're doing is we're just waiting. Like get ready to
Thank you.
wait for a lot of time. So that's what we'll be doing most of the time. So
Thank you so
mostly like,
much.
yeah, 3 to 4 trades a month will be more than enough. What's your
Okay, thank
yeah.
you.
Entry on QQQ? No, we didn't enter anything yet. So it's still on the waiting time. So let's see if they can break above the VWAP. If they break above the VWAP, we can deal with it from there on. I need 2 minutes of 5-minute candle close above the VWAP. What is SMH doing? Remove it from this list. All right, SMH is going higher. All right, then here's the VWAP tag. Nice. All right, about the VWAP for now, give me a back test. Testing the overnight VWAP on NQ, 15 more minutes to go. Oh, SMH doing good. Nice candle testing yesterday's VWAP here, week to date. If SMH rejects here, Q's most likely going to reject here as well. See.
SPY is breaking out of upside orb just slightly, coming up to the week to date anchor.
SPY filled the gap as well. Oh, no, not yet. Is that a gap or am I tripping? Yes, there is a gap right here at 663. Let's go back to NQ. Right, testing the overnight VWAP on NQ. Interesting stuff. Keep an eye for SMH here. It depends on what they do. The outcome on Q is going to vary. You might enter a small short position here, then think about averaging up the breakdown under the VWAP, but it's a risky entry though. We'll see. Nothing in it yet.
I just got stopped out of the long, small profit.
So I just got into a small short right here, and if they break down under the VWAP, I might average up on it again. And if they break above this highs, I will get stopped down. Let's see. Don't take this trade. It's a very risky trade. Avoid it. Let them break down comfortably under 766 or under the VWAP. Let them break down under 597.50 if you're going to trade the same with options. Testing the overnight VWAPs on NQ. I need QQQ under 597.30s before I average up on this position. Let's see what Qs have on the table for us. We got a news event, right? In another 15 minutes. So
Yeah, 10 a.m. Oh,
Mhm.
my 10 a.m.
yeah, 9 a.m. CT. Got in at 788. We'll see if they can break down. We can average up. Need a close under. Ah, nice. Come on. Now we wait for a back test and a rejection, and then we go for it. Testing the 5-day moving average here. Let's see where this candle closes. Back test. Right, near the VWAP on the 5 minutes. Meyer and Philip will let me once I close this position, we can go about the individual names. Trading futures in the short, similar to puts on QQQ. I need NQ under the 765s. If they're not going to give me an opportunity to average out, I'm just going to close this position at 741s. And it's still about the VWAP. The 30 minutes is still about the VWAP. Let's see.
Mario, you enter on the 2 and then watch from the 5 after.
Go ahead, Freda. Sorry.
Do you enter on the 2-minute and then watch on the 5 after?
I keep switching at the time frames because you can see the 15 minutes is still about the VWAP. They didn't close candles under the VWAP. So I enter at the 2-minute break and then I keep flipping the time frames to see what's going on in multiple time frames.
Okay,
The entry is based off of 2 minutes.
Okay.
And then after that, it's
So
just analysis, like switching over multiple time frames.
okay. So do you usually exit on the 2-minute as well?
Yeah. So for right now, like if they don't go back to test the VWAP and if they just continue to pull back towards this lows of 596.50, I'll just close the positions. It's a smaller position because then give me the opportunity to average up if that happens. So it'll be like, all right, done. These types of opening drive trades are a bit risky because if you don't manage the, oh, looks like it stopped me out already. Ah, God damn it, man. All right, the initial positions kicked me out for, what is it? Yeah, daily targets. Yeah. What's going on?
What do you mean it kicked you out for daily target? What does that mean?
I have this rule like where like if I lose $300, it'll automatically lock my accounts, and if I make $600, it'll automatically lock my accounts as well.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do
So
that.
yeah, so when I
That's
got in at
awesome.
around 780s, it went all the way towards the 755s, and you can see right here around $607 was
I
made for
see.
the day, and it just locked me out, closed my positions, and locked me out of my portfolio. Now I can't unlock it until the next day.
Okay.
Anyways, I thought I removed it yesterday, but happens. It's just I started this because I'm not someone I can get a bit greedy at times. Sometimes it worked out, sometimes it didn't. But the times it worked out, it's been great. So what I technically do is I always have this $300 loss limit set every single time. If it hits a $300 loss, it's done. But if to the downside, I don't tend to set any limits because I want to limit my drawdown, but I don't want to limit the amount of money which I'll be making if things goes in my favor. Like things like days like today, for instance. So happens. There we go. Fucking hell. God fucking. Anyways, sometimes it's good. Yeah, sometimes good, but not on days like today. Could have been a nice 70-point move to the downside on NQ. Right now, if they can bounce up from here, well, might give us an opportunity to average into the position. The targets to the downside, if you entered right here at the VWAP break at 597.40s or with me at around this 597.80s, you can take some off the table. You can take some off the table. The next target will be this 595 zones. Yeah, man, this is frustrating. I'm going to change the charts. I'm just going to set some price alerts at 595 and I'm going to look at something else. Can I still enter? No, not here. Let them pull back towards the VWAP. So if you haven't entered already, so let them pull back to it. Let them push towards the VWAP up again, reject the VWAP, and then you can enter the puts right there at the next lower high. You can see right here, there is a high at the open. There is a lower high right here. Now, if you want to enter puts, always short the bounces at the lower high. For example, if they pull back here and then bounce, this area of 596.70 is going to be the area of interest. If they break down towards 595, that is. Now, if they push back up towards this area, find sellers. You can enter a low risk entry right over there. I'll let you guys know. I have chatter about lift LYFT, correct? What is this? Bull. Okay, alerts on bull just went off LYFT.
Is that the IPO VWAP
Yeah,
on bull?
IPO anchored VWAP, correct. Let's see if they can hold on to it though. Lift is also tagging the IPO VWAP from the looks of it. On lift, this gap up right here, anchor the VWAP right here, and maybe if they pull back towards this $22.40, there's an opportunity perhaps. All right, Q's bouncing from the FOMC NQ again. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm in the bounce, but I'm kind of looking to get out before the news drop.
Yeah. For people who are looking to trade options, just keep an eye at 10 o'clock. We've got a news event. 3 more minutes, correct? Yep.
Yes.
3 more minutes to go. The last thing we need is like QQQ holding on towards this declining 5-day moving average right now. Dow Jones is being resilient, man. Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, Bill, show me what you got. Maybe if Bill loses the VWAP for the day, we can go for a shot. Watch out for the $16 zones. APLD. Amara, just a minute. We'll take a look at individual names in a bit. Let this wait for 3 more minutes. Let the news event candle drop. We'll see where the price settles at, and then we can deal with it.
Sheesh. CRWV. Oh, I'm trailing. Trailing.
Got long, correct?
Yeah, I'm in the long, but it's a VWAP, so I just put my stop loss right under this 1 minute candle. I don't want to give it much room with the jobs right around the corner.
We got 2 more minutes to go for the data drop. Q is testing the VWAP. Let's go back to the NQ's chart. If SMH loses to VWAP again, will be
And
a
I'm out.
nice entry. Oh, you got out?
Yeah, I just put my stop loss right under that 1 minute candle because it was at the VWAP.
Hmm.
So I just took profits on it.
Beautiful. If they can get
Yeah.
back over the VWAP, though, things can get a little bit good for longs, but
Yeah.
it's 5-day moving average.
I'm still watching long. I just want to see where this data drop goes.
Mhm. Do the same with
Yeah.
T triple Q if that starts working out. All right, 30 more seconds to go. All right, for people looking for put options, keep an eye out like 2 more minutes on QQQ. If they continue to push up, flip the script.
I kind of want to see Nvidia reject from this all-time high range, and then Qs would fall to pieces.
That'd be nice though. So we
Yeah,
do.
that would be great. It would be great.
So if we break under this neckline, we'll have a nice two-topish pattern. We'll see. Around need under 588 for that though. The break under 588, what's the 588 minus 603 minus 588 will give us around $14 move to the downside. 588 minus 14, maybe push down towards 574s from there. That's where the 50-day moving average should be. Yep. If they break down under 588, it's going to be a clean drawdown towards that zone of 574s. All right, news drop is out. We'll see how the market reacts. Yeah, way above the estimates.
In a positive or negative?
Markets will tell us in a minute.
Okay. Well, yeah, just the expectation. Did they beat it or fall under it?
Yeah, I think you can go with this narrative, right? Like the expectations are been beaten. The job markets are doing good, which might make the
Okay.
Fed take a backseat before cutting another rate. But
Right.
it's all just markets will determine whether it's good or bad in a minute. What are we doing now? Waiting for Qs to break down under the VWAP so we can buy, put, or short it again. There is this there is a risky trade which you can take here. And go long on QQQ with stop losses at 596. If they break down under 596, you'll be wrong, but not really interested in the trade at this moment. You can see there's a lot of things to the downside around this 596 zones. So it's a risk is pretty decent. And it's going to be like what $2 stop loss to the downside to capture almost towards the $600 zones. Either you can enter right here or wait for QQQ to get over towards this 599.30 zones and then look for short right there. NVTS is bouncing as well. Long, okay, long means calls, short means puts, right? Long means any trade which you take to the upside. Short means any trade you take to the downside. Wanting to get out of the lift call. Lift, watch out for that. Where is it? Let them get back near that 2250s. We can deal with it from there on. There's a 5-day moving average right down. The only problem is they rallied already too much, too far, too fast, and the pullback will be really, really constructive. The weekly candles consolidating under that IPO anchored VWAP, which is at 2260. This is healthy, by the way. Let them consolidate or let them even pull back towards this $20 zones. That'll be even more better. Put strike. No, we're not in puts yet. we are, look for this 599 zones if you're planning to enter any puts on QQQ on if it's near 599 and they rejected, which is yesterday's ORB lows, which is also coinciding with the week to date anchored VWAP. You can take it for now.
Nvidia breaking out to new all-time highs here. That's
yeah,
pretty
SMH is
bullish.
also up almost like 1%. Can't be looking for shorts on. That's with a huge volume as well. Hold on. There is a trade on Nvidia though.
Yeah.
It's similar to what happened with SMH yesterday. Like, let's see, go to the 2-minute time frame and anchor the VWAP on Nvidia to the opening candle. Right? If Nvidia break down under the previous highs, correct, which is at around this 184s and change.
Mm-hmm.
If they can break down under 184s, or let's just say 183s or under the VWAP, you can just take the short right there with stop losses right at the highs of the day. That's exactly what we did with SMH yesterday. So we need NVIDIA to break under the VWAP, and if the VWAP is taken out, you can just buy puts or short NVIDIA to the downside, stop losses right at the highs of 185s. There we go. What's the short ticker symbol for NVIDIA? Let's see, trade the pool, log in. NVIDIA short. Oh, NVD. What's the volume looking like on NVD? Looks pretty decent. Right, so let's see what this 2-minute candle does, and then we can just deal with it from there on. I want to take a small risk right here, though.
Holy.
On NVD shares, maybe at around stop loss at 880s with 100 shares. Profit taking target perhaps towards 950s. All right, so testing the waters on this position as of now, just like what we did with SMHS today. Small positions for the $5,000 account. It's 50 shares as of now. Stop losses at $8.80. If we are wrong, we will lose around 0.1% of that $5,000 account. So and if the NVIDIA breaks under the VWAP today, we can average up on this and maybe perhaps take it towards this 181 on NVIDIA. So, and if the NVIDIA breaks above 185, we will be wrong and we can just cut it for a small loss and look for re-entry later. And these are shares, by the way, and cost average as of now is $8.96, just a starter position. We will average up and complete it once they break under the VWAP. We're testing the waters as of now. Ticker symbol NVD longs.
This is a 0.1% position.
Yeah, as of now, correct.
And how many shares you say to start right now?
If you're trading exactly with a $5,000 portfolio, that's going to be 50 shares, and stop losses will be at $8.80. Mm-hmm. So the total risk is.
Mario, help me understand. I have to be missing something here. You're saying 50 shares of NVIDIA for five?
No. NVD, not NVIDIA. NVDA, okay. No, just NVD for a $5,000 account, 50 shares on NVD. Stop loss at $8.80. And even if you're wrong, we'll lose around $8 and change, which was not even more than 0.1% of the entire account.
And how much for a $2,000 account, please?
$2,000 account. Let's just ask our
20.
trusted advisor, GPT. Let's pull it up. Template is pretty simple. Account size. Oh, God damn it. 2000. Entry price, 896. Stops, 880. Total risk, 0.1%. How many shares? 12 shares, more or less, if you're trading with a $2,000 account. Or
Thank you.
you can just do this. You can just go with 20. Go with 20 shares.
Thank
This is
you.
the prompt. Like, I'll just share the prompt for GPT in the Zoom chat, so you can just like check it out on your own. Just remove the account size 2000 entry and change the account size to your account size. Change the entry price to the stock which you're entering. Change the stop price to the stop loss which you're looking, and then change the total risk to the total risk which you're taking. It's gonna give you the exact prompt on how many shares you should be buying. If they break down to the VWAP, we are going to average up. There we go. Testing the
Hi,
VWAP
Mario.
as of now.
What's the ticker again?
NVD. Let me just put
Okay.
in the chat just a minute. NVD, not NVIDIA, NVD. That's it. So we need NVDA to break under the VWAP to add more to NVD. So what happens with NVD is if NVIDIA goes down, the share goes up. So it's the inverse of NVIDIA. So if NVIDIA breaks under the VWAP right now, which they're bouncing from, we will average up on this position. These are shares, Kim. If it doesn't work out, we're going to know that we are wrong immediately, which means that NVIDIA breaking towards new highs from the VWAP. But if you're right, NVIDIA will break down under the VWAP, and then we can average up and take it all the way to the downside. So anchor
I have
the
a
VWAP
question,
to the highs.
Mario.
Go ahead.
What do you think of MVDL?
NVDL is if NVIDIA goes
It's
up,
the
NVDL is going
long.
to go up alongside with it. Right.
Yeah,
So
okay.
NVD is going to go down if NVIDIA is going up. It's the inverse. So what we did is just the starter position. So we don't know if NVIDIA is going to break down under the VWAP, correct? So if they break down, we'll complete our positions. If not, we'll only lose 0.1% or 0.15% of the entire portfolio. If it starts working in our favor, we will average up. And then we're looking to increase the risk to 0.5%, which means if you're wrong, we'll lose 0.5% after completing the positions to make somewhere around 1% of the entire portfolio.
Okay. Thank you so much. Got it.
Mhm. Bouncing from the VWAP as of now. Let's see how the previous highs is going to be reacting. We need NVIDIA under 183s before we average up and complete our positions. Let me go to my main account and then take the trades from there as well. Just a minute. Twin. Let's go back to QQQ to see what the hell it's doing.
They're struggling just around 5 minute orb lows. I was looking for it broke under and I was looking for the short on the rejection, but it just broke back inside.
Hold on, Qs are still, yeah, they are under the or belows here as well. Let's see, and as long as Nvidia doesn't break above that highs which they made, we should be good to go on the Qs.
The 5 minute chart just looks ugly.
I mean, if you're for Nvidia puts, if you want to do it with options, make sure your risk is in check, because if we are wrong in this one, I wouldn't personally lose more than 0.1% yet, because they're still trading above the VWAP. So if you won't lose more than 0.1% of the put option which you're taking, great. If not, go with NVD shares for now, and then you can just deal with it down the line. We need NVIDIA to break down under the VWAP if we are going to go with the put options as a whole. I don't like the consolidation under the previous highs here. Shares on NVIDIA, Amaro, not options. If you're gonna go with options, it needs to have a decent probabilities, right? For now, it's still about the VWAP, so don't get into any options yet. If you want to get into options, wait for them to break down under the VWAP for puts, and then deal with it down the line. So what we need NVIDIA to do here is just test it, come back down, and then pull back from here on. I don't like this consolidation which they are having about under that previous highs, building up energy for a push through. Breaking through. Testing again, we'll see. I need NVIDIA to close 5-minute candles above this previous highs before we make any changes to our positions. I believe that's when we will also get stopped out as well on the initial status. So if they break down under the VWAP, we can add more and complete our positions. For now, test the waters, small positions. If you're wrong, we're wrong. If you're right, we'll know that immediately. We can look for re-entry later down the line. And if they break down under, that is.
SPY pushing out of topside orb, testing weak to take anchor.
Just set an alert right here on NVIDIA at 887s. We'll know that NVIDIA is breaking through if that hits. Let's take a look at SPY. Yeah, SPY is just consolidating. What is SMH doing? SMH is also testing the previous highs of 325.36. All right, interesting reaction from NVIDIA. Interesting. Let's see. 1 minute candle rejecting the previous highs. If I anchor off this candle right here, and we need this under 184s. Let's set another alert on NVIDIA at 183.30. So to get down, we'll know. We can just add one more. Can add more right down there on NVIDIA.
I'm still watching QCOM because they got a nice push over the all-time high VWAP that's been pinning it, and now they're pulling back to back test it. So if we got a back test and 5D may reclaim, I think I'd go for round two on that.
For long status,
Yeah, for shares on a long swing long
EM 163.60s.
160. Yeah.
Area of interest for the 20-day moving averages as well. Just keep an eye out for the Qs though. If the Qs are gonna, retrace from here
Yeah.
on, Q come as a part of SMH as well. If SMH is struggling to break above the previous highs, and if QQQ is pulling back, most likely we are due for a pullback in there as well. It's one of the main reasons why I don't want to enter any semi-heavy stocks at this moment for swing trades. Mostly just waiting game for me. Need that at least 5% or 6% correction so we can average up on our QQQ share positions, which we have.
Right.
And alongside with a bunch of semiconductor names. Any chance for Tesla? But no, until we close this position, we're gonna stick with NVD shares, and we don't want to miss out on averaging up on this position, which we have by looking at something else as of now. What we got going is just a bunch of shares on NVD for a 0.1% risk. And then we will average up on this if NVIDIA breaks under the big bang. Right now, they're holding on towards this handoff like there's no tomorrow. Need a breakdown. A break under 183s. Consolidation under previous highs is never a good thing. Interesting thing is if NVIDIA breaks down, Qs is going to do the same alongside with it. Let's anchor this highs as well. I'm holding the AV back from the all-time highs from the highs for now on NVIDIA. Oof. Looks like stop losses incoming. Stop loss on NVD 8.80.
Oh, watch this just turn out to be a nothing day. Both indexes are just barcoding inside the orb.
Yeah. All depends on what the semis are going to do here, man.
Right.
It looks like TJ is talking about Dell.
Yeah, I think he said he's sold out of most of it, something like that. He like swung some Dell shares and now he's hit 2 hours.
Oof,
I haven't
that
even looked
was
at
a
Dell.
huge move. Almost like a $6 move in 2 days. Interesting. Anyways, back to NVIDIA.
I was watching I don't know if you've seen the for a trade on TJX. I was in
Yeah,
it
I checked it.
before.
Wasn't it? Hold on a minute. What was it?
We
Oh
traded
no.
it. I've traded it before. I took another
Mhm.
round on it a couple of weeks back, and then I stopped out once it entered this like really tight consolidation. Just you can see on the daily candles, it was just like up, down, up, down, up, down,
Yep,
and
right here.
now just like a 3 day breakout, and it's pushed like $4 out of it, $3.
Did you enter again?
No, I missed it
That's all right, man. That's all right. Happens. Maybe let's see
because I
how it
was waiting
reacts
for
around
the
145.
yeah. It was a Friday breakout, so I didn't
Mm-hmm.
take it because I was like, I'll see how the weekly candle closes, and it just never.
Give an
I didn't
opportunity.
catch that pullback.
It was a clean setup though.
It
See
was
that?
really nice, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes best trades are the ones which you never take.
Right. Well, I took it from the where did I'll have to look back in my history, but it was around like end of August, early September. I took that push up into the consolidation,
Ah,
the reclaim of earnings. That's where it was.
hmm. Yeah, I see that.
So
Like
I
just the anchored VWAP
yeah,
tag sort of thing.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I took the 137 around 138. I took one trim around 141,
Mhm.
break even on the rest.
All right, man. I mean, hopefully we'll get a steeper pullback on the Qs so that we can close the year strong with the market
Right.
performance alongside with the swing trades. For now, Nvidia is just holding on towards the AV back from that handoff and the AV back from the highs of the day,
Yeah.
building up
I had
energy.
to I had to delete Reddit from my watch list. I just couldn't stand to look at it anymore.
And, Reddit, the APP, remember it was used to trade at $47 the last
Yep.
time we traded it.
Yep.
Right now it's 700. Oh, all right, let's go back to
It
NVIDIA. I don't
was
want to look at this
ridiculous.
either.
Yeah.
700. Jesus Christ.
No, it was just funny with Reddit. Like the day we stopped out, like the end of that week, it just went like to the
Yeah.
moon.
Same with NBIS as well, is it not?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we got stopped out of NBIS. I think Reddit we just closed because of
Hmm.
like how the
Yeah.
indexes looked, and NBS actually stopped us out, but Reddit
Mhm.
didn't. We just closed it.
Happens, man. Happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bull rejected the highs of 1573. NVIDIA is just doing back and forth here. Yeah. Pulling back. Good break under the VWAP now, NVIDIA. Maybe 181 will be a nice place to shut it down if they pull back and if they start having a nasty day. Looks like SMH is struggling near that previous highs as well. I wouldn't call it struggling, just consolidating. Depends on what NVIDIA is going to do now. Oh, I was talking with my mic muted. Great. QQQ is doing nothing. SPY is doing nothing. It's been a really fun day so far.
Yeah.
All right, NVIDIA backtesting the AVWAP from the highs. Let's see if it turns out to be a fake out or we're going to see some back-to-back candles breaking under the VWAP.
I'm just going to short the top of this range just for the sake of it. I'm bored. Oh, that's big volume. Hey, Mario, are you muted by any chance?
God damn it.
I saw
All
your
right.
mouse going everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. So stopped out on NVIDIA, by the way, and lost 0.1%. And if NVIDIA can drop down under 184.40s again, I'll look for re-entry. If not, well, done and dusted. Now we can look for other setups. Alert set for NVIDIA at 184.40s and just didn't work out. SMS should be going to new highs here. Yep. Bouncing up on this
Hood gave that pullback.
Go ahead.
Hood gave that pullback.
Hood gave that pullback.
Oh,
Yeah.
it'll be nice though, it was the same thesis as yesterday, but just didn't work out today on NVIDIA. Happens. Let's take a look at Hood. Yeah, under the VWAP for now. We will see if they can get back over the VWAP, we can take it, or else the more interested area will be this 134 levels, which I'm keeping an eye out for. So something to add here. We took 2 trades with this account so far, and this account is currently at $5,000 and $5,022. Sorry, $5,019.95, even with one stoppage which we had today. Yesterday's trade gave us a 0.5% so far, but still, Nvidia, we can go for round two if we can get back down under this 184.50 levels. Let's stick with the DIA. It's
What's
funny
DIA
how,
doing?
yeah, not pretty good.
Oh, DIA is
Just
falling to pieces.
yep. Declining
Declining
5-day
five.
moving average. Yep. And then the AV from the lows as well. Let's see, or maybe perhaps this will give us an opportunity for a short to average up on our positions.
I was looking at if they lose the 5 DMA with volume here, I took profit when we tested that consolidation range on one of the contracts around 57.80.
Yeah,
Um, so I'm on one con on that put right now. I was looking to add it back, and I think I might
that's
do
what we
that
were
if we
looking for
lose.
as well. I'm waiting
Yeah.
for 461.30s though. If they lose 461.30s, we can add back into our whatever you sold before. But for
Yeah.
now,
Oh,
yeah,
did you
nothing.
take profit as well?
Oh no, I didn't. It's the initial. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
looking to complete my positions, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So it's still under that trend line which we are watching on DIA. I'm rejecting it over and over, and the 5-day moving average is declining, and just waiting to see what they do. We need Nvidia to break apart though, if you are looking for QQQ. I mean, Nvidia is in the part of Dow Jones, but
Oh, that's a nice breakdown.
testing the VWAP here on the Qs.
Yeah. VWAP's not doing shit today though.
Yeah, there is a nice trend line forming though. It's something to keep in mind right here. Just keep an eye out for it. If they break
Yeah.
under the trend line, most likely gonna have a nasty breakdown, lose the 5-day moving average, and march towards this 595s.
Hell yeah.
Still having those what do you call it, covered calls on QQQ?
Yeah, I still have the hedges.
Mm-hmm.
I still have the covered call. I did
Mm-hmm.
roll the covered call because it was a 590 strike, so I rolled it to the 595. And I still have the put that is still 590.
Okay. Now that should be on what, November or something, right?
October 17th.
Ooh, you're nearing. Might
Yeah.
consider rolling it over.
Yeah. Keep the same strike, but roll it to
Yeah,
November.
yeah, maybe to November because the last 2 weeks data is gonna give up like there is no tomorrow.
Yeah. Would you do that for the put as well or just the covered call?
Oh no, no, leave the covered calls on. Covered calls, what strike price? It's gonna be 600 or something, right? Or 590s.
595 for the 1017 strike.
Oh, okay. Covered calls, leave it be for now. Just the puts. You can roll it further once they break down under the 5-day moving average. And not
Okay.
today in particular because it's still above the 5-day. Nvidia is making a new all-time high.
Yeah.
Semis are will be looking to be closing above the new all-time highs as well. But down the line, if Nvidia breaks down under the highs and if the Nvidia alert goes off again,
Yeah.
Qs would have most likely lost the 5-day.
Right. So you would roll the strike, just the expiration, not the strike.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nvidia is looking strong. Strong, strong, strong. Q's not doing anything.
Yeah, Q's aren't following through though.
Q's not following through. Maybe let's see what we got going. Let's take a look. AMD is just flat for the day. Amazon is down almost 1.5%. Apple is flat. Google is down 1.5%.
Google's
Looks like,
down.
yeah, looks like Nvidia is the only thing which is carrying this. Everything is down. Like Apple is down to almost, Apple is flat. Amazon is down. Google is down. Meta is down. Microsoft is down, and Tesla is down. And most of these names are down almost like 1%. And the
Yeah.
alerts on DIA just went off, by the way.
Ooh.
DIA, what is falling apart on Dow 30? Let's see.
What's the
AXP,
biggest?
yeah, American Express
I mean,
looks like the biggest drawdown on Dow Jones today.
that's strange. Visa's doing fine. I didn't see Mastercard. Mastercard flat.
PayPal is down, Nike is down, Goldman Sachs looks, if it's falling apart like this, main culprit should be Goldman Sachs or UNH. Yeah, Goldman Sachs is down almost 2% today. Yeah,
Oh,
now it
okay.
makes sense. Yeah, since Dow Jones is a price-based index, these types of names, like higher volume names, like are going to have a much bigger impact.
Nvidia rejecting, what is that? 86? 86, yeah.
Rejecting, what you mean rejecting? There is no area right there. Oh, really? Let's see. Yeah, we need this under this 184s again for us to go for round
Right.
two.
Yeah.
The previous high status, because the 30 minutes closed above it. What's the alert just went off? Oh, DIA. Okay. Did you guys look into PEP yesterday? We're discussing about it in the live. Gave a nice quick
Which
put. We were looking at PEP yesterday in yesterday's live, which we had here. You can see this if you go to the daily charts. You can see this 139.98 zones on the daily time frame where the price has been consolidating over and over and over. So what we were watching for is if they can break down under this 138-ish zones, this can most likely go down to fill this gap at around 135s. That was the plan.
Okay.
So have some price alerts set at 139.70s. If you see the daily candle close under it,
got it.
you can take the trade to the downside for a potential gap fill at around 135s. So for DIA, watch for the back test, and if they reject it, I'm going to average up on my put options. This will be for swing trades, by the way. If you're trading with a smaller account, don't touch it. And, what is the short for Dow? UDow, right? Short. Pro shares, yeah. The ticker symbol is dog. Don't think so, right? Yeah, it's not having a decent amount of volume though. That's the problem.
That's weird. It pays a dividend.
Yeah, it does. Every
That's
single
weird.
Yeah, every pro shares do. Even S
Oh, do
triple
they?
Q or
Okay.
T triple Q does. Yeah, but
I didn't know that.
dividends are not going to account for the money which you're going to lose if it didn't work in your favor, though.
No, of course not. I just thought it was strange that like a leveraged ETF on something like
Yeah,
that paid a dividend.
yeah. Every single ultra shares pay the dividends for you to hold them. I mean, you're holding on to multiple reverse splits, so they might as well, you know.
Yeah, it's just like because dividends are from the profits of the thing that you're holding, right? So is the inverse like the dividend
No,
from the money that they lose?
the more people buy and sell, they're going to make a lot of money through commissions as well, right? So the money isn't just made based off of, how many people are holding. The money is made based off how many transactions happen.
Got it.
Mario, good
Go ahead.
morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, I'm just wondering, I'm not sure what the heck is going on with NVIDIA, why it's taking off so much, but I have a 180 call on NVIDIA, 10 contracts for expiration October 31st. I'm up 20.6%, and I'm just wondering if I should take my money and run.
At least half.
Yeah, there you go. He just read my mind. That's exactly what I was going to say. Like, take half, leave half, or take almost 80% out and leave the 20%. Because last thing you want is like what happened with me today, like my account's locking it up only for the position to work in your favor, right? So take 80% out, leave 20% on, and if they continue to stop,
Okay.
if they continue to pull back, well, the 20% is going to stop you out, but you're still close to trade for a nice chunk of change. But if they
Yeah,
continue to
because
keep going up, the 20% is still going to keep making you money.
cool, because I'm up almost $2,000 and I'd rather keep my money.
Yeah. Take
All right.
out 80%. Take 80% out,
All
which
right,
is like
I'll
8
take 8
contracts. Yeah.
All right, I'll sell 8 contracts. Thank you.
No problem.
Enjoy your lunch money.
You're gonna eat lunch for $2,000. Where you at? God damn.
The casino.
Oh, might as well feed the village.
I don't know,
Oh,
maybe you
yeah.
got a big family.
Maybe. Very much enjoying this chat. Well, Evan, I enjoy having you here. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. What are we looking for DIA to go to? Well, I am looking for it to go to 450. That's where I'm planning on taking anything off the table because I got until November.
Yeah.
I
Fold
take
the
some off at
pieces.
I take some off at 456 and I just close the position at 450. I believe this will be like what, like fourth option trade for this entire year, if I'm not wrong.
I don't even remember because I think I didn't take a couple of the previous options, but yeah, it's not many.
Yeah, it's gonna be the fourth trade for the entire year. Like we're almost nearing October, so we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. The less we trade, the better it is when it comes to options. All right, looks like 15 minutes is on the verge of losing the 5-day moving average on DIA and the AV from the lows. We'll see. And bingo. Back testing. We'll see how it goes. If they lose, if they fail here, I might add one more and complete my positions. The first target will be this gap fill at 459s. I want one of those days where, like, the overnight session just gaps down like 1% or something. Maybe we'll get it
Yeah.
tomorrow based off of the government shutdown nonsense.
On DIA.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
across the index.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Not saying it will
Maybe
happen.
20 bucks.
I'm just saying it'll be nice if it happened.
Yeah, hope so. Cash out my hedges.
And we can re-enter again, sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm still in these hedges from like 585, I think, or some stupid. I've just been like
It's all right. Like
rolling them.
your delta is protecting you. Like you're still you're up. You should be up almost $8,000 in change on that shares position, which we got.
Oh no, the shares position is good. Yeah, I'm up like
Yeah,
much more than that. Yeah.
yeah. So if you exclude the hedges, it should be around that 7.5 to 8K overall. So when you're calculating the performance, it should be based off of everything combined. We'll see.
Right.
Year we still have like 4 more weeks to go, 4 more months to go.
Yeah.
December. Yeah. Hopefully something crazy happens. And I might average up on DIA shortly, depends on what this 5-minute candle is going to do.
Right. Nvidia about to make new highs. That's cool. Oh, the Qs is just not doing nothing, even though Nvidia is flying.
No, because the rest of the other names are doing jack shit. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. And the divergence between SPY and Qs as well. Like Qs already made the low of the day at like 10 o'clock, and SPY just took out the low and now it's recovering.
The DIA is bouncing up right now, and watch the VWAP, and we'll deal with it down the line. Nothing added so far. I'll let you guys know when I enter. And IWM is the laggard for the day, the Russell 2000. Russell is looking like absolute garbage. Like, look at the 5-day moving average on IWM. Absolute garbage. And the daily should be in an uptrend on this one. Yep, it is. Garbage index doing garbage things. Who cares? I mean, it is garbage. Look at the monthly candles. So if you bought something on October of 2021, you would be breaking even right now. What a great investment. Jesus. Almost 4 years of doing absolutely nothing, only to get to the previous highs.
Yeah. It just tickled them as well. It looked like, there's a not high volume, but a daily wick right over the highs.
On IWM?
Yeah. Maybe I've got basis adjusted on, but it just wicked over the highs and then
around that September 23rd candle.
All those people from October 21 taking their money at break even and running.
Yeah, it reminds me of what happened. Like, markets can be funny in a really, really fickle way. Like if you look at the monthly charts on SPY and QQQ, there is this .com crash which happened in the year 2000, where SPY QQQ dropped almost like 80% from the highs. 80 or 96, I'm not quite sure. Let's take a look. Nothing is happening with the markets anyway. Now let's see. Right here, if you go all the way towards the year of 2000, yep, February of 2000, right here. If you measure the move from highs to low, that was almost like a 85% crash on Nasdaq.
Right.
And the highs of QQQ was at around 120. And if you go all the way towards 2008, where is it? Yep, right here, all that QQQ did was slowly crawl its way back up from $19 to like $55, which was the opening IPO price. And then you got another 50% crash from wherever the price was.
Right.
So it's kind of crazy. Like SPY, it'll be even funnier on the monthly time frame. You can see a double top right there on SPY. So I have a friend called Ryan who bought a bunch of shares during 2000 bubble, and it took him 8 years to just break evens, only for the SPY to drop another like 50% from wherever the highs was.
Shit.
Right here, you can see the SPY monthly charts. Like 2000 highs was around 153, and 2028 highs was around 155s, and then another all the way drop towards 66. And after that, it just absolute monstrosity. Right now, it's at $600.
Mario, in theory, in order for the IWM to run, would the mega cap tech have to pull back?
Oh, no, not really.
No.
Like IWM is very rate sensitive, depends on what the Fed is doing. It's a sector which tracks small caps, right?
Right.
And if that small caps are rallying, it won't be small caps anymore, right? So technically the Fed, we need to have a rate cutting environment if you want these small caps to do really, really well. But right now we just got in, and you can see how IWM reacted to all these rate cut news in the past few weeks. They've been going higher and higher and higher, right? And not right now at this moment, but leading into the rate cutting environment, that is. But if you look at 2020, when the Fed announced the rate cuts, IWM was the leader, by the way.
Right.
After the COVID.
But mega cap was not, though, right?
No, it has nothing to do with mega cap. We call these small caps. What's the saying? There is this bird which will be in a cave. There's a saying which goes like, this will be a leading indicator on what's to come. That's the thesis, right? If IWM is underperforming the market,
I understand.
Yeah, if the IWM is underperforming the markets, you can see what's going to happen down the line with the broader markets as well, because people are selling off the smaller caps. People are selling off of high risk names, and it's telling you something ominous is brewing under, sort of thing. That's the theory.
Risk on or risk off market in the future,
yes,
right? Okay,
there you go. So that's what you see with crypto as well. Like you're going to see crypto fall apart first, because those are high risk assets. So people are selling off high risk assets, and the money is going into gold, or money is going into some of these stable dividend based names. Well, something fishy is going on under the hood. It's going to give you that indication prior.
Okay, so then if IWM doesn't do like a breakout, you can still see the skepticism in the market with this bull rally, like won't rotate into.
Yes. I mean, you can't go off on it on its own, because if you go to the weekly candles of IWM hasn't been doing anything for the last 4 years, by the way.
Yeah.
So based on where the price is trading at right now on IWM, 240, it's the same price which they were when they had the false breakdown during 2021. Yeah. So it's just a short-term indication that something fishy is going on under the hood. And it's gonna tell you to like, okay, take a step back, and I'm just gonna be a little bit cautious on my position, sort of thing.
Okay, right. Because mega cap and gold are not they're more, well, not as risky as the IWM. I got it. Okay.
Yeah, mega caps have nothing to do with IWM, because you don't have Nvidia trading in IWM. You don't have
right, but they're less risk because they're a mega cap and they have more. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit risky because most of the names which are trading under IWM are speculative in nature.
Right. Okay.
All right. So that's a problem.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much. Me again. I I got rid of 8 of my contracts. Thank you
Beautiful.
very much. But
No
I just
worries.
realized I also have 50 stocks, 50 shares. Do I want to keep my shares?
What is your cost average on your shares though?
Um, I'm up 11%. I got them at 168. So now
Mhm.
we're at 186 now.
So what is your stop
187.
loss? Yeah, what is your stop? Am I talking to Elizabeth?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
Elizabeth,
didn't
what
put a
is
stop
your,
loss.
yeah, you didn't
I
put a
did
stop
not
loss.
put a,
Okay.
I
Mhm.
did not.
All right. So there is a simple way to get your profit taking targets. All right. So down the line, it's gonna avoid this. You're gonna save yourself the stress of avoiding this question of where should I take the profits. All right. Let's say you said you got in at 164, correct?
168. I got in at
Okay.
160.
Okay. Let's
Mm-hmm.
say you got in at 168 and right here, and then you set your stop loss right here at 164.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I'm just going to write it down right here for you. So entry is at 168 and stop
Mhm.
loss, hypothetical stop loss in your case is 161.
Uh-huh.
So right here, your total risk per share is around $7, right?
$7, yeah.
So $7 is the total risk. So if that position stops you out, you got 50 shares, correct? If you got
Yeah.
stopped out, you would have lost around $350.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The risk in dollars will be around $350. So that's the money which you would have lost if you've gotten stopped out. So now let's say NVIDIA goes up to $175 to the upside.
Mm-hmm.
So it's $7 from your entry to the upside. And now you would have made how much? $350, right? So
Mm-hmm.
technically you made what you could have lost in profits.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you're going to take half of your position off the table and move your stop losses to break evens or near most recent higher lows. So technically what you're doing here is you covered your initial investment. You covered
Okay.
your initial risk. Now let's say the NVIDIA goes up to $182, which is $14 from your entry price to the upside, which is 2 times your risk.
Mm-hmm.
Now you'll be taking off the second set of profits. And now if NVIDIA goes to $189, that's where you will be closing majority of your positions. So because you captured 3 times your risk and profits to the upside.
Okay. So
All
3 to
right.
1.
Yeah. So in this case, you didn't close anything. So the reason why we do this, why we split off each like $7 up, 7 risk to 1 hour, you're going to take first set of profits. Risk to 2 hours, $14 up, you're going to take the second set of profits. $21 up, you're going to take the third set of profits. The reason why we do this is because there are times where the stock goes up and then comes back down, and you're going to lose a bunch of money because you're turning the winners into a losing position. Right? We don't want that to happen. If your position is up, like let's say 3 times your stop losses and profits or 4 times your stop losses and profits, it'll be a foolish mistake not to take some profits off the table.
Okay.
Especially if you're up almost like 15% or 16% on your initial investment.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So the
All
best
right.
thing to do here is, or I wouldn't say it's the best thing to do, but it's like the most reasonable thing to do will be like, let's say you have 50 shares, you can take off 40 shares and leave 10 shares on the table. The point of having these 10 shares on the table is because NVIDIA is still in an uptrend, correct? NVIDIA is still in an
Yeah.
uptrend because they just made a new all-time highs. There is no reason to take off the entire positions off the table when a stock is trading at new all-time highs because the trend is still to the upside. So you need to stay
Right.
in the uptrend. So these 10 shares is going to be staying in the uptrend. And as they continue to keep pushing to the upside, you're going to keep making more and more and more money on those 10 shares that you have. And now let's say
Okay.
down the line, NVIDIA pulls back. NVIDIA pulls back all the way, let's say towards, let's call it around 174 and change, and then logs a higher low and then continue to bounces up again. You're going to average up on your position right here at 178 again and do the exact same thing to the upside.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
So what you did
Excellent.
here, yeah, you're technically taking some profits off the table, paying yourself for the move which you captured, leaving some runners on the table by moving your stop losses towards that 164, which is your average price on that last 10 contracts. So what's the worst case scenario here? The price just pulling back and tagging that 164 or pulling back all the way down. Oh, sorry, 168, tagging that 168. So you're going to sell your 10 shares for break evens, by the way.
Right.
But you still took profits on the 90 shares before, closing the entire position for a profit. even if you got stopped out on the last 10 shares.
Right. Okay.
Right? So this is what we call position management. This is why it's very important to set your stop losses when you're entering, because that's going to determine where you're going to take your profit taking target and your risk to reward ratio.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So moving forward, if you open anything, especially if you're opening anything for a longer term position, your stop losses are going to be a bit wider.
Okay.
Correct. So let me give
Yeah.
you an example. Let me give you an example. Let's take Amazon here. All right. Amazon is in a downtrend. Let's say you buy Amazon at around $209 when they pull back. And you set your stop losses at $200 or $198. All right. So that's a $10 stop loss. If the stock price drops $10 from your entry, you're going to get kicked out and look for re-entry later, sort of thing. But if the Amazon starts bouncing from that area what you bought, if it goes up $10 from your entry, you're going to take some profits off the table. If it goes up $20 from your entry, you're going to take the second set of profits off the table, and vice and so on.
Okay.
Right.
I
So this is what we call as position management. And the reason why we do this is to avoid that disastrous outcome of letting a winning position turn into an absolute garbage.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And it also going to avoid a lot of stress for you, which you might get after the fact. Right. Imagine your position's up like 18%.
You mean my sleepless nights?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you have control over it. You have control over getting rid of certain positions or taking some profits off the table, and you intentionally avoided not doing so, right? And that decision is gonna give you unnecessary stress. It's not about making more money, number one. It's just about not losing what you already made, especially if it's above your risk limit.
All right. Thank you. Thank
No
you.
worries. No worries, Elizabeth.
Just one quick question. Is there a catalyst why NVIDIA is running so high today?
All I would say is it doesn't really matter, So why is dependent on who you ask. For example, if I'm bullish on NVIDIA in the long run, I'm gonna always have some positive thing to say about why it's running. But if you ask someone who is bearish on NVIDIA, they're always gonna bring up evaluations. This run is not proper because the valuation is way too high and we are in a bubble, and they're gonna say a lot of things like that. But the opinions depends on the person you ask. But markets doesn't lie to you. The markets are telling you something different. So markets are telling you it loves NVIDIA. That's why it's trading in an all-time highs right now. Correct? So now that's telling you who to listen to. The people who are bullish are right all along. And the reason for it, well, a market likes it. That's all that matters. The reason why doesn't really matter because it varies person to person. Today, it's up 3%. Enjoy the gains. Don't worry about why it went up because it's going to affect your psychological bias as well because you are bullish on NVIDIA. That's why you got options on NVIDIA. That's why you got shares on NVIDIA. Now, let's say, unfortunately, you come across someone who is dead bearish on NVIDIA. You're going to listen to their opinion and then make some unfortunate decision, which you might or might not regret later. Right? Because the markets are trading at all-time highs. That's the main reason why I asked you to leave some runners on the table, by the way, or else I would have said, like, just take all of it off. It's at all-time highs. Leave some runners on the table. And if they pull back and lose or break under or close under this 184s again, well, you get stopped out on your runners for break evens.
Okay, great. Thanks for the lesson.
No worries. Happy to help. How do you profit take on options? Meyer, it's the same exact concept, right? So let's say you take a call option and you set a 20% stop loss, right? If you buy, let's say you spend like $500 on a call option and you set your stop losses at 20%, which will be if the option prices drop to $100, you're going to get stopped out. Let's say the option prices goes up $20 in profit. Now you're up $100. You're going to take some off the table. Now, if you're up $200, you're going to take the second set off the table. If you're up $300, you just made $300 by risking $100. You're going to close the position completely. It's the same exact concept. So now you don't have to be worrying about, I sold early. No, you didn't. Like you made 3 times your stop losses and profits. That's a great day. It's going to avoid a lot of those. How will I enter the exact price? How will I exit at exact price? There is no proper entry. There is no 100% perfect entry. You wouldn't know it after the fact anyway. So something to keep in mind. Position sizing. Yep. Mario has an excellent use of goals on position management. I can't find a link to it. I will send the link right now. It should be on position sizing and position management. You should have a lot of exercises on that as well. Go ahead and do those exercises on that position management video. It's going to give a proper idea on how to size your positions properly, that even if you're wrong multiple times, you wouldn't lose more than 0.1 or 1% or maximum 2%. What if I tell you your worst trading day shouldn't be more than you losing 0, or you losing 2% of your entire portfolio? That should be a worst trading day. And so avoid losing around 10% in a day or 20% in a day. It's going to help you in the long run. Appreciate you preaching patience. Bought NVIDIA off the bounce, hoping versus hopping in while it was in the rocket mode. Yep. No worries, man. Just use the VWAP, man. And sometimes we miss out. And for example, today we were just dead wrong on NVIDIA, right? Like for HOOD, HOOD is another example on why we wait before chasing the move to the upside. We enter right here, expecting for it to reverse and then come back down. Didn't happen, right? They tagged the VWAP, found bias, bounced off, and we got stopped out and the loss is just 0.1% of the entire account, by the way, which is pretty decent. So tomorrow, if we get another opportunity, let's say we make 0.5% of the entire portfolio, well, this loss is little to no significant to whatever we face today. Lose less, make 3 times your stop losses and profit. Your portfolio will be profitable 100 trades down the line. Simple. Looks like NVIDIA is now carrying the NQ. Beautiful bounce to the upside. What's QQQ doing? Push up. Yep. Watch this area here on QQQ. They're testing the week to date anchored VWAP here. If they couldn't hold above this area, or if they lose this 599s again, it is going to be very interesting for a potential pullback to the downside. For NVIDIA, don't touch it here because they're trading at a new all-time highs. We don't have any resistance to the upside, by the way. So if you want to buy puts on NVIDIA, wait for something like this to happen, right? Let them come back down, break under the VWAP and break under this 184.50 zone. Let them retest it again and then buy puts at this rejection right here. Here, it's just playing guessing games, if you ask me. They're trading a new all-time highs. There is no resistances right above, and buying right here is just purely guessing game. Not saying it won't come back, but it's very risky. If you want to buy puts right here, well, make sure to set your stop losses at 184, 187.30s. If they break about to new all-time highs, you're wrong. Just cut it. Josh, are you still here?
Yeah, I was just making a coffee.
Yeah, so there is this prop firm which I came across. Have you heard about My Funded Futures?
I've heard of them, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they're offering a 50% off for new accounts, by the way. Just so you know, you don't have to pay any activation fee. Like it's just $38 after the 50% off. There's no activation fee, nothing. It's pretty decent.
$38 for an account?
Yeah, for the first time users. Hopefully you don't have
Okay.
accounts with them already. I believe it's is it 29th today? No, fuck it. No. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. The offer is already
it's over.
I thought of telling you yesterday. I forgot.
That's okay.
I got an email prior yesterday. It was until September 29th, I believe. Let me double check. For new accounts only, and they were offering 50% off.
Okay.
Let me take a look whether they extended it or not. It should be in their Discord. Let's see. Funded futures. Yeah, the offer is done.
Okay.
I'll let you know if there is anything interesting going on.
Yeah,
this
I
week.
just have my three fundeds with Top Step right now, and I was gonna sort of take a break from evaluations and spending more money on accounts. I was gonna
Yep.
just try and focus on getting some payouts from these three and
Mhm.
manage those properly and until I put more money into it, and then go from there.
Better. So take off your initial investments from these payouts, and then you can add more to it.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Because right now I'm just like throwing money in, passing evals, and blowing the
Mhm.
fundeds.
Yeah, man.
I'm doing all right in one of them. One of them's flat, one of them's down like a couple hundred, and one of them is up 1,000.
Don't jinx
So
it.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But it's interesting. I was keeping going with that experiment I was telling you about, where I use each one for different setups and trading
Mhm.
times of day and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
the one that's up $1,000 is the opening drive,
Opening
and
drive. Yeah.
the other two are AV WAP reversals, and one's just intraday.
Mhm.
And those ones are the ones that are like either flat or in drawdown.
Perfect. So looking forward to see you take the first payout, man.
Yeah,
Like it'll happen. Like when you stop trying, it'll just happen automatically. When you try so
yeah,
hard, that's when you know.
yeah.
And
This
for
weekend's been nice.
yeah,
I didn't trade Friday. Oh, I know I did trade Friday, but I just traded the opening range like first 15 minutes or something like that, first 30 minutes. And then I went to the airport, didn't look at the charts or any videos
yeah.
once, not even traded Monday. I came and today's first day back.
Mhm. Yeah, so we'll start trading lives. Like I don't for tomorrow and day after there won't be, but Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays will be going live moving forward. So feel free to join.
Monday, Tuesday, Friday.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. And when it comes to APLD, I believe Amara is the person who asked. APLD, well, still an uptrend, but that's starting to look a little bit what to say. It's under the declining 5-day moving average. And if what are you looking on this? Are you looking to go long? Most likely scenario, I would like it if they can come back down to $19. By the way, they just filled the gap today, couldn't hold it. Now they're pushing back down again. And we look at the
Yeah, I was
chart.
looking at going long on it, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I mean, I when I look at this chart, I just go, like it's not great at this moment, but it's not that bad either because the daily is still in a strong uptrend. It falls into the category of like a good looking chart. Just leave it on the watch list and wait for them to get back over this $23 before establishing positions.
I still like the look of Microsoft, but yeah, with the Qs not
Yeah,
playing,
nope.
it's
Mhm.
yeah.
For now,
Microsoft went up to
leave
520.
stay clear of any of these big tech names until we get that
Yeah.
50-day moving average tag on QQQ. And
Looks like
yeah, George, just a minute. And for APLD, if you're looking to go long, I might as well wait for a steeper pullback, maybe towards the 50-day moving average on the daily, perhaps, or at least a 20-day moving average, because it's been a bit overextended, right? Like you just rallied from $13 all the way to $25 back to back, and a pullback is healthy. Let them pull back towards the 20-day moving average, which is currently at the $19 zones. You're gonna get a better entry right over there. If they continue to push
Okay.
through, they can push through without you. But the pullback, wait for it. You're gonna get a better entry down the line.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Intel, similar, right? They weren't doing good when I saw it last time. Intel, we got a price alert set at $31 and $32 and change. Let them come back down. Will be an interesting area to take some risk. They're nearing the 5-day moving average today, which is around that $33 zones, but I like it more at that 32.20. Let them come back down there. If they start bouncing from here on out, well, we can deal with it down the line. Not interested right now, as of now. They're not doing anything today, just consolidating. Didn't buy a lift call on that. Oh, did they push higher on the 22.10? Yeah, no. Glad you didn't. Look at the weekly candles on this, right? The weekly candles, this orange line, which you see on my chart, that's the AV WAP coming from the IPO candle, right? So we need some sort of a pullback here or some sort of a consolidation at least. Maybe a pullback towards $20.30 will be nice. $20.30. This previous swing highs will be great for us to take the entry on. We'll see. Gold, didn't they make new all-time highs yesterday?
Yeah, gold's flying.
Oh my days.
Gold is just crazy.
Liquidity.
I remember when I was talking with you. Oh, maybe it wasn't there. There was somewhere where we were looking at like a consolidation. Like, do you think this is going to go? And we were like, maybe.
Mhm.
And now it's like
Yeah, man.
just so
For me,
extended.
when it comes to gold, I'm glad I bought some actual, these gold bars which they sell.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think I bought them around right here, like not September, around last August or something. August, beginning of August. I thought like, all right, I'm kind of like late into buying those, but god damn, man, those things, the value of those things went up like crazy from the day I bought it.
Yeah. I'm taking a week to date anchor short here because we broke back inside of orb on both indexes.
Well, yeah, good for you, man. Hope you make money. Fucking up.
Yeah.
I couldn't trade it.
Oh, I forgot you got logged out.
Yeah.
You still have, don't you just got the one account now? Because didn't you have like tons of
No,
futures accounts?
that is on Top Step. I don't
Okay.
want to trade funded accounts today.
Okay. Is that
Yeah.
is that your personal account on Top Step?
Oh no, those are the XFAs.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah. So I just got a new account for trading live, like where like I can just trade with the people right here. That I told you about the My Funded Futures, right? That's the account which I'm trading with right now.
Okay.
So I connected it with TradingView, so I don't have to keep flipping between multiple tabs when I'm on a trade. So this is the My Funded Futures account. So I just want to give it a try. Like I heard, this guy called FaZe, right? Who is in our server.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
likes
So
them.
he keeps talking about it, and I also have checked their reviews as well. They're pretty good. They're as big as Top Step as well.
Oh, cool. Is it the same Platform X that they use, or do they use
No,
TraderView?
they don't use Platform X. The only brokerages which use Platform X are Trade Day, and Top Step.
Mm-hmm.
Can you look at NEM? Sure. Looks like we got another Josh here.
Oh yeah. What happened?
I can barely deal with one. Now there's another.
Oh yeah, right.
All right, let's see. NEM. Let's take a look. Yeah, whatever I said when it comes to APLD holds true for NEM as well. Did we trade this before? This name looks familiar. I got a bunch of lines on.
NEM.
Yeah, we got a bunch of lines on the chart. We're pretty sure we did.
I don't remember. It might have been before my time.
Yeah, let me take a look.
Have you got two live chats open? I didn't see that question. I just have the
No,
gold one was the last one that I saw.
it's in the Zoom chat, the
Oh,
one before. Okay, we just added it to the watch list, man, on July 2025. Where is it now? Oh my days. We added it to the watch list when it was trading at $58. It's at 83 right now.
shit.
Yeah, happens. Great looking chart though, a bit extended for my liking, testing the previous all-time highs on the monthly time frame at $86.
After a rally of how much?
Yeah, after a rally of you want it on a percentage basis?
Sure.
Percentage basis is around, there you go,
Oh, nope.
48%. Yeah, not touching it here. Oh, on NEM, yeah, or on gold. Hold on. For Josh, for NEM, just I would say leave it be, man. Let them pull back a little bit further, maybe towards $72 and change, and let them do that, and then we can deal with it down the line. Not right now. And when it comes to Nvidia is just killing it right now, kind of scared to do it. Yeah, you should be because it's in an uptrend. It's at all-time highs. Don't do it. If it's scaring you, don't do it.
Yeah, fresh all-time high breakout on huge volume.
Yeah. So let them close today. And as I said before, if you're going to short it, put your stop losses at the highs at 187.30s. Don't touch them. If they make newer highs from here, just get stopped down and kick it. They have a double topish formation right here, breaking under the neckline. If you're going to buy a put right here, set your stop losses at the highs of the day at 187.40. Or any trade right now. Just hey, how's
I'm
it
just
going?
short.
Welcome. Go ahead.
I'm just shorting the Qs. This short from the week to date VWAP is playing out pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nvidia is falling apart as well, so we'll see a lot of lines. Hold on. Yeah.
I have this trend line that I don't know if it's actually gonna be relevant, but it's on the Qs from Monday's high. Has like 3 or 4 touch point down to the
I see what you're
last high
saying.
on Monday. Yeah, and we're
It
just
should.
breaking under it now.
Yeah.
But I figured it wouldn't be very relevant because it's kind of an iffy trend line.
That's all right though. For now, look at DIA though. I might average up soon. Going
right.
to average up shortly.
Oh yeah. Would you wait for a new low of day or
Maybe.
just go
I
for
mean,
it?
it's a swing trade. I don't really care about like picture perfect entry, you know.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like what stop. It's not gonna affect
On the
my stop
declining
losses
5.
anyway. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's under the declining 5, and I might just move my stop losses up to like 435s or something from 437s, and then take it. Maybe if they break down, I
Holy.
might go for it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we are
VWAP
breaking
tag
down.
on Qs.
Yeah. And for gold, wait for it. Don't anything, not right now. Wait for the seasonal pullback, which we get, and then go for it. Not at this moment.
Well, gold is flying because of the uncertainty in the markets, right? And
Yep.
once that
For a
like
government shutdown, they're just using it as a, what do you call it?
Yeah.
A hedge.
whales need to dump their gold at all-time highs somehow.
Or they don't have to. Like the only problem with gold is they're just going to either, if you look at the gold's chart, you can see how they correct. They mostly correct through time or through price, right?
Right.
And let's see if you look at the GLDs or gold futures GC,
Yeah.
you can see how they corrected through time from April all the way to like mid-August, just
Right.
not doing absolutely anything, just consolidating, forming a sort of a pennant, and then they broke through it, right? So you'll see something like that happen. Wait for it. Don't buy it right now after them just rallying almost like $300 to the upside on the futures. Thank you. Just gonna keep them shares. Yeah. Depends on when you got it, you know. So if on NEM, if you got it at that breakout at $58, well, take them off the table and leave the runners on the table, you know. 44, yeah, you're in a good spot. Take some profits off the table and leave the runners, let the runners do the work. And if they pull back towards the 50-day moving average, use that as an opportunity to average up, size up, and take it all the way back up again, sort of thing. Until the trend is violated, there's no reason to like make any changes, sort of thing. Let's see, NVIDIA, do you guys stick that?
Yeah, I just got stopped out of that short as they're bouncing from the VWAP.
Yeah. NVIDIA is looking interesting as well here, testing the neckline. And if they break down, looking for the VWAP tag. And if I want to short NVIDIA, need under 184.50.
Microsoft rejecting the top of that range to 517, 518.
Microsoft is about to find a moving average as well. And
Yeah.
that's the AVWAP coming from the all-time highs too. From that earnings gap of candle.
Right. Yeah.
All right, looks like a boring day. One trade and on the shares got stopped on that NVIDIA long 0.1% loss. Hopefully I'll will get an opportunity. Well, let's see. I might just open before I end this. I might just open the DIA puts. This is for larger sized accounts only, and not for the $5,000 accounts. And I am adding one more contracts to my DIA put options. And this is the continuation of the positions which you already have, which I already have. The stop losses currently is at 467s. For now, still a risky trade, but still under the 5-day moving average. So I like it. The targets will be, the first targets for profit taking on this one will be this $455 and change. If they can get towards this 456 to 455, I'll take some profits off the table and I'll close the entire positions at 450. So I'm getting 460 puts expiring November. And it's not for smaller sized accounts. It's very risky because if I lose it, currently my risk is around 0.6% if I add this one more contract, right? So I won't lose not even a 1% if I'm wrong. But if you're having a smaller sized account, manage your risk accordingly. Or if you want to follow along this trade, you can just buy the shares of
DOG.
Yep, DOG. And
November
this,
7th?
the next week. On the mid-November, the mid-November expiration. Right, you can just go for DOG shares and with stop losses at $24.20 if you're dealing with the smaller sized accounts, that is. All right, so technically the profit taking targets will be 24. This is a very slow mover though. Hold on. Let's see, ultra short. We should be having a better ticker symbols to trade Dow 30. Got S&P 500, SQQQ. Let's see. Oh, there is the sticker symbol SDOW. SDOW is good. You can go with SDW, SDOW. The stop losses will be at $35 even if you're going to take it. Like if you have a smaller sized accounts, SDOW is what I'm talking about. Stop losses at $35. And the profit taking targets will be mostly around this $39 and change. We'll wait and see how it goes.
Just one quick question on that then, Mario. Shall I add back the contract that I took profit on plus the average up, or shall I just add back the one that I took on
No, just
profit?
Treat it as a new trade.
Okay.
Treat it as a new trade. Like whatever you closed, it's done. It's over. But right. So right now,
okay,
you're entering again at the 5-day moving average break with stop losses, same as before. Treat the risk as exactly the same. And
yeah,
if they continue to go down, hopefully it gives that push up, the jet back up on our portfolio.
Right. Yeah, because I only closed half, so I still had the one contract from the previous entry.
You can go with one more, or you can add one or two, depends on your risk appetite. Like 0.6% is a bit high for your portfolio size, right? So if you're not okay with that, don't go with two, just go with one.
Yeah. Okay. And you said the stop loss was 67?
Yeah, 467, the previous all-time highs.
Okay.
The more you're discussing, the entries are going away from you. New lows on Dow.
Oh, I already took one contract. I was just debating whether I should add one more.
Yeah, okay. You can either add one or two if you're okay with 0.6, or just go with one.
Okay.
AMPY. What is this? Whew. Looks like one of those pumpers. I don't trade these types of names, and these options on these can be a bit brutal. There is a nice trend line here as well. Better entry will be them not filling this gap though. Them filling this gap or them coming back down to test. The trend is trying to reverse around. Jan 26 is not that far off. Is it next year, right? It's not that far off. Depends on where you entered. Like watch out for this $5.14. If they break down, they're most likely going to come back down to fill this gap. Maybe Jan 2027 is great, but if they break under this trend line, it's not going to look so good. All right, here you go. So if you're going to take this trade, and if you're already in this trade, just watch out for $5.16 to the downside. If they break down, they're most likely going to come back down to run a test or fill this gap at around the $4.70 zones. If you're already in the trade, or you don't want, what you don't want to see is them breaking under this trend line on the daily charts which you see, right? If they break under this trend line, exit your positions. And by the time it's already too late, if you ask me, but as long as they don't break under this trend line, you should be good to go. But your expiration is a bit too near for them to go back up another 50% to the upside. So watch out. And if I anchor the VWAP right here, if you want to average up on your positions, wait for them to get back above the $6 mark, $5.80 to be exact. And then you can average up on them.
Did you see Wolf?
Yeah, I saw it. I don't want to see it again.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
It's up
Yeah.
again today, 2,700% from the low.
Yeah, is it one of those bankruptcy thing?
Yeah, it came out of bankruptcy. Yeah.
Oh, nice. It came out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good. I mean, still a shit looking chart though, but
Oh, it's terrible. It's just
yeah. Do they
it's
have any
funny.
reverse splits based off of what we see?
I haven't seen any. I've gone back a couple of years.
Yeah, no, I don't see any either. There is no reverse splits on the name. Pretty simple though. I mean, easy way to trade these. At least like just anchor the VWAP from yesterday's gap of candle. If they come back down again, well, you can take it.
Oh, they gapped over the IPO as well. Oh shit.
Yep. And there is a lot of halts there. That's the problem.
A lot of what?
A lot of halting, like when the stock goes up significantly.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of halts on the ticker symbol where like you can't trade them. So yeah, you can just set some alerts on this anchored VWAP, right? Like set some alerts on the anchored VWAP. If they pull back down, doesn't have to be today, doesn't have to be tomorrow. Maybe
I don't want to touch it. I don't think.
Well, it's going to be a quick momentum trade though. We're talking about day trading. I wouldn't recommend this to swing trade to anyone, So for day trade, it'll be a nice day trade for an AVWAP tag, and you can just go along with it.
Yeah, just a quick 700%, no big deal.
Yep.
And we are back in the range. Hell yeah.
Got back down again. Oh yeah.
Well, just rejected from the week to date, straight down to orb lows, and now, sitting in the middle of orb again, right on VWAP.
Oh boy. All right, let me. Today, I'm mostly done with the positioning and got back into the, what do you call it? DIA shops. And let's see how it works out. Might take multiple days, might take multiple weeks. If there is some shenanigans overnight and if the price starts pulling back, it'll be good for us. Like it'll be a good open if they pull back, especially like a 0.5% or something, cap down. And with that being said, for now, nothing much until tomorrow's bullshit with the shutdown is resolved. I don't want to hold anything into tomorrow other than this DIA options which I got going. And when it comes to NQ, the 5-day moving average is still holding. I'm pretty sure QQQ's 5-day is still holding as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, QQQ is still about the 5-day as well. We will wait and see what we got on the table and then deal with it along the way. And that being said, I'm mostly done for the day. And if I take anything, I'll let you guys know. And apart from that, have a good rest of the day. Take care, and I will see you guys on Friday.
Thank you, Mario.
See you Friday. Thank you, Mario.
Have a good rest of the day, everyone. Take care.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Mario.
Thanks, Mario.
No worries. Thank you for joining, everyone. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Problem at all. Talk to you guys later. Bye.